flying by. It's Thursday already, Tony.
Into April. How about that? Still snow on the ground?
Well, that's all right. So coming up this morning, Tony, do you have a name you've ever given a vehicle? I know some people that name all of their vehicles over the years.
Yeah, I think my first, I can't, maybe I'll be able to share it. But yeah, I have in the past, yes.
Okay.
Not currently, but I have.
Later on this morning, we're going to talk about that a little bit, share some listener names. If you've got one, you can join the conversation on our Facebook page, shoot us a message on our mobile app, hit the open mic button, and tell us what it is, or give us a call at 740-2MIX. We'd love to hear from you later on this morning as well. Harry Styles tourism is apparently a thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that as well as play song in 60.
Like a Harry tour? Harry tour here.
Basically. I also, in a part of that story, I didn't realize that Harry Styles fans, like the group of fans had a nickname, like Swifties, for example. It makes sense, but I didn't realize there was a name until I read the story about it.
Yeah.
Talk about that, too. As I mentioned, song in 60 also on the way. We will play that in just a matter of Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. Time to play Song in 60. And Tony, I've got a song ready to go for you, so I'll give you some clues.
Oh, okay.
So you can guess along with Tony at home or in the car, wherever you happen to be, and see if you can beat Tony to getting the right answer to this morning's song. I'll give hints to the title, the artist, and you get a minute to try to figure it out. Are you feeling ready, Tony?
Feeling good. Let's do this.
Here we go. Song in 60 starting right now. Okay, so it's not bad. It's
good.
Yep, it's
Charlotte.
Yeah, good Charlotte. There we go. Easy start. Nice work.
Wow, I can't think of the song right now.
Okay, so it's the national blank.
Anthem?
Yes, it's.
Oh, yeah, it's something anthem.
Come on, it's a very simple
the
word.
Anthem.
There we go. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's the anthem. Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, your song in 60 is Good Charlotte, the anthem. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. Nick Cooper, Tony Hart with you. And Harry Styles tourism is apparently becoming a thing. He's been a celebrity for quite a number of years now, with his One Direction days. And then, of course,
he's from Europe, right? I mean, he's from London?
England, in the greater London area.
Okay.
A town in, I think north of London, if I remember right. So apparently, Harry Styles fans are flocking to his hometown, hoping to see some of the places where he grew up and some of the places he's visited over the years. So Harry, I think, is 30 now.
I love that.
Yeah.
He once stood here.
So exactly. The name of the town is Holmes Chapel, England, which is where he's from.
Okay.
Apparently. And over the last year, so the story I'm reading from says that fans are flocking there. Over the last year, there have been apparently 5,000 people that have visited this town.
Well, that's
a decent number of people.
It's quite a bit,
Yeah.
probably for this. What's it called again?
Holmes Chapel, England.
Holmes Chapel. Okay.
So apparently leaders in what they call in the story this quaint Cheshire village, northwest of London, are encouraging the Russia tourists. They're thinking great tourism opportunity. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it on. So they're actually creating maps of places to visit, where he grew up, places he might have gone over the years and things like that.
I'm walking around the town right now on Google Maps.
Okay.
It is very quaint.
Yeah.
It looks like an English town. There's no doubt about that.
So apparently the local railway station,
I'm here right now.
You get a tour map, a 2-mile tour of the pop star's favorite local haunts, from when he was younger years. Apparently one of the things on the tour is a Chinese restaurant where he once brought Taylor Swift.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And with the influx of tourists, local tourism officials are looking for teenage tour guides to lead the tours.
I wonder if that's it. Look, Sung Kong.
Oh, there can't be that many restaurants in that town.
There can't be many Chinese takeout places in Holmes Chapel, England. So this
Just
must
guessing.
be it. Look at that.
Nice.
I'm Harry touring right now.
Virtually.
On the air.
That's amazing.
Wow, look at that.
Some of the other places they mention are like a bakery, apparently where he worked as a teenager and other things. Mentioned the Taylor Swift Chinese restaurant, whatever. But yeah, so the town is looking for young tour guides.
Fun. I'm going to apply for this.
Yeah. So
I'm going to be a Harry.
There's a bit of demand for this. Now, the route for this is what I was surprised about. It makes sense, but I didn't realize that Harry Styles fans were called Harrys.
Yeah, that's kind of, they might want to reevaluate that.
Yeah. But Harry's get the opportunity to see the singer's former home, his old school, that bakery I mentioned, and a bunch of other items. And so that's part of this apparently growing tourism industry around Harry Styles, which, again, like I said, he's been a celebrity for quite a number of years now. I don't understand why this is now becoming a thing.
Is he like the Elvis of England or something? Or like, is he that? I mean, I get he's a big deal, but is he that much bigger like over there than he is here? You know what I'm saying?
Musically speaking right now, obviously, like the elder statesmen, the Rolling Stones are still rolling around, right? But like in
elder statesmen.
in like current music, who's a big deal? Yeah. Who's a big deal in music from England?
Well, Adele.
Well, okay, that's a good point.
Adele.
So you got Adele, Harry Styles, and who else am I forgetting?
I don't know.
So I think that's like the cream of the crop, like internationally speaking. There might be bigger artists like just in Europe, but internationally speaking, those are I think the two big ones.
I can't think of any off the top. Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you asked me to a British singer, I'd say Adele and Harry Styles. Those would be the two I would say.
The current ones anyway. Yeah. So there you go. Harry Styles tourism becoming a thing. Tony is virtually touring. Anything you're seeing that looks kind of fun or interesting?
It looks like a nice little town I'd like to visit.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe.
And it seems like their quality for Google Maps is way better over there. I'm just saying.
Of course.
I don't know. I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, wow, this is really clear. It looks super nice.
Well, some of the areas,
I look at some of the areas Google Map pictures here in Duluth, and they're like,
some areas
like
in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Cell phone picture.
Yeah, they visit less frequently.
It looks like a really beautiful town. Lucky Harry. He grew up. I did notice one thing though. They're driving on the wrong side of the street. It's kind of
it is England.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. Just kidding.
We'll have to if our boss is listening, maybe we take the show on the road and we do a show live from Harry's home.
From Holmes Chapel?
I think that'd be awesome. So
the Morning Brew live in Holmes Chapel.
If you're listening, boss, we'd love to do that.
All right.
For the listener.
I'll go submit that right now.
Okay, please do. Coming up, Nick's Nonsense. There's somebody who was pretending to do a real job that got in trouble. We'll talk about that coming up here in a matter of minutes and Mix It Away. Good morning. All right, opening up Nick's Nonsense file this Thursday morning. We head to North Carolina, where a man who was impersonating a firefighter.
Oh, not a good idea.
No, trying to put out a fire. He showed up with a garden hose. So, guy shows up, like trying to be helpful, I guess.
But was he really trying? I mean, did he show up in the all the the full
gear.
outfit? Yeah.
No,
he didn't go full cosplay on the bit.
No, the problem though is, so he shows up with a fire hose, like, hey guys, I'm going to help fight the fire.
Sure,
but he was getting in the way, and he basically was refusing to let firefighters do their job.
Oh, okay. So the firefighters were already there.
Yeah. So the Department of Public Safety was there. So it wasn't like he was the first on the scene.
Well, that's what I was picturing. He was like first on the scene. You know what I mean?
No.
And then broke out his garden hose. But if he's like bringing his garden hose, to the actual firefighters.
Yeah. So authorities say the firefighters were called to a home around midnight on Wednesday last week. When firefighters first arrived, they said a neighbor was on the scene dressed in an FDNY shirt. They're in North Carolina.
Okay.
So not New York.
He probably ran to his bedroom and was like, here's my opportunity to shine. He grabs the shirt, throws it on.
He was attempting to put out the fire with his garden hose when the fire department showed up on the scene. The problem became that he was refusing to get out of the way and let the firefighters, when they showed up, actually do their job. Like
I got it, fellas.
No, guys.
We're good.
We're good.
You can leave. Me and my garden hose, we got it.
So the firefighters began putting out the fire, but they said that this neighbor refused to leave or allow firefighters to really get to their job.
Why didn't they just take their overpowered hose and just spray them out of the way? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
That thing will eat them into the 2 yards over.
Oh, it would. Yeah. Easily. Take a layer of skin off and everything. So they eventually ended up calling the cops in to bring the guy into custody. He was charged with
drunk? Do we know?
There's no word on being drunk.
Okay.
I could see that being possible.
Right. Like, homeboy was sitting at home, drinking his gin and juice, watching some reruns of Law and Order.
I was going to guess more like Bush Light, but that too. So the guy was charged with resist, delay, or obstruction of a public officer, impersonating a firefighter, which is a thing apparently, and other city ordinance violations, including obedience to fire personnel who are providing instruction to get the heck out of the way. At first, good for him. Like, he's trying to help, and then he's like, no, he's being belligerent.
Oh, my God.
Not a good look. All right, there's Nick's
Did he have
nonsense.
pants on, do we know?
It doesn't say, but I'm hoping so.
He's
I got this with my fire hose. Look out.
got like little flames on his boxers.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to see what's trending at the top in a couple of minutes here in Mix It Away. Good morning.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Currently, it is 32 degrees. Looking for a high today in the low to mid 40s. It's going to be partly sunny, breezy today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 41. Get into the weekend, mid 40s once again. Nice for the most part. We'll see generally sunny conditions, except for late in the day on Sunday, and then some rain chances on Monday. And the eclipse forecast.
Yeah, this is what we're all worried about now. Everybody's kind of moving into eclipse mode now.
Yeah, so there's still some cloud potential and rain chances on Monday. And the time you're concerned about here in the Twin Ports area is 2:05 on Monday afternoon.
Okay.
That's the peak eclipse level, which is, 70% or so, yes?
Just over 70, I think you said, yeah.
So it could be hit or miss. It's not like a guaranteed full-on going to be cloudy all day, rain all day type of a thing, but not looking super promising.
Well, we were just watching the news here on TV, and they pointed out that most of the country on Monday is going to experience. Well, anyway, where the path
A
of
lot of the
totality
path,
is.
there was chances of severe thunderstorms in Texas and Oklahoma, and then further north, cloudy weather. Like the only spot they said that was guaranteed, or at least nearly guaranteed clear viewing, was like Maine. So all the people
and
of
everybody went to Texas.
and
Better
New
turn
York.
around and head the other direction.
Oh man, hopefully they weren't locked into expensive hotel rooms they can't get out of.
Well, you brought up the point that they all had to do no cancellation.
Oh,
for
I'm
this
sure they
weekend
did.
or this
Yeah,
week.
all the Airbnbs and hotels were like, sorry, no cancellations for this one. Sorry, guys.
You had to, right?
Oh, I'm sure for a one-day thing.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, good luck to them.
Yeah, Marcus Theaters is doing a fun thing if you're a fan of the Spider-Man films. It's called Spider Mondays Passport. You get to see all 8 Spider-Man movies for only $30.
Nice.
So each Monday they're going to play a new, starting with the 2002 Spider-Man, which, might I point out, kicked off the whole Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or I mean the whole superhero wave of movies. Like that was
because Batman was a thing, but that, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean the modern superhero
the modern era.
Movie craze.
Yes.
Like it was all started with the 2002 Spider-Man. So every Monday they'll play a new Spider-Man movie. You want more details, you can go to the Mix 108 app or Mix108.com.
So you buy the pass, you get to go for all 8
so
weeks.
for $30 you get
Nice.
8 movies if you want.
All right.
So they'll give you a code and you just put it in on the app
Slick.
and pick your seats for each movie.
That's real slick.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of these passport type things. They did one with Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. I don't know. They got another one right now with like horror movies and like classic movies. So
The nice thing about that one is it's not the marathon style. So you don't have to sit. I don't know if I can sit through 8 Spider-Man movies in one sitting.
Yeah, like the flashback cinema one is cool. I mean, it's almost over. I think they only got 4 movies left, but I think there was like maybe 8 or 9 movies in the series, and you for $20 you could pick 4 of them or something like that.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
Save you some money. Go see some old classic movies.
And there's something to be said about seeing them in a theater because nobody has a TV screen that big at home. Sorry, you don't.
Despite what you say.
Yeah.
16 terabyte flash drive. Inside joke.
Later this morning, do you have a car that you've named or maybe a name that you gave a car in the past?
There's been a lot of great answers on our Facebook page, so I want people to call us.
Yeah.
I want to hear this story.
The story is a part of the name,
Yeah, it's surprising to me how many people actually have stories behind the names that they've given to their vehicles.
Yeah, call in 740-2MIX or shoot us a message. Open up the open mic feature on the mobile app And let us know not only the name, but also the story. Doesn't have to be for your current vehicle. I can understand if you want to protect the identity of your current vehicle, but pass one. Plus, who knows? We don't know that your green Chevy is named Betty. We don't know that.
Yeah, 7402 Mix. Give us a call this morning and tell us the car you're driving right now or one in the past. What is its name?
Yes.
And why did you name it that?
Please do. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on this morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. So there are two Wisconsin-based companies that are collaborating to make what I would argue is probably one of the most Wisconsin things I've ever heard of. Now, you mentioned cheese, and it would make sense. You could probably add cheese to this to make it a whole package deal.
Well, I just picked the two of the most Wisconsin things I could think of, cheese and beer. So I got one.
So
of them
it does
right
involve beer, but
Okay.
another one that you're kind of forgetting about is bratwurst.
No, okay, sure, yeah.
So it's beer and brats. Now, the combination of beer and brats is not a new collaboration. That's been around.
Yeah.
But this particular one is the one that's interesting.
Okay, yeah.
So Leinenkugels in Johnsonville earlier this week, and they didn't do it on Monday because they didn't want to confuse it with an April Fool's Day joke, even though it seems like this.
A lot of companies, I think, did that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of April 2nd press releases.
We're going to
let's
do
just say
this
that.
one day later. I know the first of the month and all that, but so the collaboration is, they're calling it like a summertime thing, so it's Johnsonville Brats infused with Leinenkugel Summer Shandy beer.
Okay.
Have you ever had a Summer Shandy from
the summer
Leinenkugels?
shandy, it's a kind of a
Citrusy. It's
like
got the
a
lemon
lemony
flavor
kind of,
to
yeah.
it.
It's not
So
bad.
that's
We have a
the
couple of them.
combination that they are promoting.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a little bit worried about the level of lemon in my bratwurst. Too much would be a little weird in my opinion.
Yeah, I would be concerned about that as well. I don't want a lot of lemon flavor, but
They say
beer brats are, I don't know. Can you really generally taste the beer in a beer brat?
not really.
Not really.
No. I think it's all in your head.
But you could taste the lemon, though, I think.
you would get a little hint
Yeah.
of that. So they say it's a nice light lemon finish. So it's not like you're biting into lemon chunks in your bratwurst.
Okay.
But this collaboration is a limited time thing, and it's only going to be in a handful of states. Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa are 3 of the 19 states it's going to be in. The collaboration, apparently, this is the most Wisconsin part of this story to me. So one of the executives from Leinenkugels and one of the executives from Johnsonville were at a Packers game together, and they were talking, and they were like,
course.
hey,
That's
we
very-
should do a collaboration together.
That's very Wisconsin. You're not right. You're not wrong.
And the other one was like, why have we not thought of this sooner? Ding. And boom. Here we go. In last fall, they
Magic
talked about it
happens.
over the winter. This spring, we have a very Wisconsin business collaboration. Now, they went on sale on April 2nd when they were announced, and they'll be available until supplies run out or the end of July, whichever comes first.
So I imagine I can get these in like Super One or something.
So I
like
looked,
that.
I searched. There's actually on our website, we got the story about this where you can actually find the Brats locator. The only one I could find them in the Twin Ports area was Cub Foods. That
Brats.
might change, but yeah, you can put your zip code in and you just got to select which product you're looking for. It'd be the Summer Shandy Brat.
Okay.
And then it'll tell you where to find them nearby.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Or you could actually order them online. They have they have a Johnsonville shop online you can order them from. But you have to order, I think, 6 packages of them.
Wow, that's a lot. You got to make a commitment.
Yeah, so you're going to be spending
Yeah,
like 30-some bucks on brats at that point in time.
Commitment at that point.
So if you want to see them, you want to find them, we've got the whole story, including some quotes from some of the executives from the companies on the Mixed Mobile app at mixitaway.com. But very, very Wisconsin collaboration. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of intrigued. I won't lie. When I saw this yesterday, I was like, I would try that.
I would try it. Yes. I mean, if you made a plate of them, I would grab one.
Okay, well, maybe I'll have
Try it.
Okay, we'll do brats for breakfast sometime soon. Problem is we don't have a grill anymore here. I feel like you got to
don't?
grill these. You can't just do them on.
Why did
on
we get rid of our grill? I thought we had one.
where are we using it?
Well, I thought we rolled it out on the sidewalk here and fed people on the sidewalk. Didn't we do that at one point?
I think the decision was made by people above our pay grade to get rid of it.
What?
Yeah.
I leave for a few months and I come back and the grill's gone.
I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to figure out another way to grill them out.
Okay.
But anyway, it's the Summer Shandy. It's a thing. I've been getting some good feedback. What have you named your vehicle? Your car, your truck, your van. We're going to talk about that here a little bit later on this morning. Let us know not only the vehicle, but call us up or open up the Mix 108 mobile app and tap on the open mic feature. We'd love to hear the story behind the name because every name has a story behind it. We're going to talk about some of those soon here in Mix 108. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. Have you ever named a vehicle? A lot of people have. We've gotten a lot of great feedback in phone calls, Facebook messages, mobile app messages through the Mix mobile app. Reason I bring that up is because there was a study done recently that found that 51% of Americans feel like their car is a part of the family. And if it didn't, eventually fail them, because vehicles do that over time eventually, they get expensive and hard to deal with, that they would love to just keep their vehicle because they like something about it. And so that's one of the things psychologically that people, they feel a need to name the vehicle, the car, the truck, the van, whatever. There's a lot of other reasons for it too. But we've got
a good story. It just comes naturally. Like
Yeah.
a name just comes out of nowhere
Yeah,
because of something that happened.
Yeah, whether it's something that happened when you bought it, while you were driving around in it, or maybe some people I know just say it just looks like a Dylan or something like that.
It just looks like a Dylan.
I don't know what that means.
A lot of great answers on our Facebook post about this topic. Sherry posted a picture of her. It looks like a GMC Yukon, a white one. And she says, "Meet Betty White."
Yeah. Love that.
That's great. Leah named her car Channing. That's a great name.
Okay. I got a kick out of Mercedes, who named her vehicle Rebecca the Tribeca.
Cody, Rhonda Ram, and Jenny Jeep must have a family full of. It sounds like a Pixar movie. Actually,
It does, doesn't
like
it?
The whole garage is like, I am Jenny Jeep. I'm Rhonda Ram.
If you've got a name for your vehicle and maybe a story behind it, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us a message using the open mic feature on the Mix mobile app or call us up 7402-MIX at the Mix 108 studio. Good morning, Mix 108.
Hello.
Hi, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great.
Who's this?
This is Tina.
Do you have a name for your car?
Oh, yes. I name all my cars, but this one's extra special.
Okay. So the special name with your current vehicle. What's the story?
Well, it ain't current, but it's old. We sold it now, but
Okay.
we named our old Lincoln Navigator Turtle
Okay.
because we had just bought it, and they said it was good to go. We didn't even get halfway home from where we purchased it at, and it broke down on the side of the highway.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Yes, so there we were all night trying to call tows and whatever. We sat on the side of the highway all night long
No.
with this vehicle, yes. And finally, the next morning, got it towed. So we said they basically sold us a shell, so we named it Turtle.
How long did you have this vehicle, by the way?
Actually, we had to get the whole engine rebuilt,
Oh, my goodness.
and we actually had it for an extra 2 to 3 years after that.
Okay. So, I mean, you got some life out of having to deal with some early, we'll call them quirks.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Did you go back and give the dealer a piece of your mind or what?
Oh, we did. We called him from the side of the road. Everyone driving by, even a state trooper, nobody stopped to say, what's going on? Are you okay? No one stopped for us.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
My goodness.
Yes, even the guy said he would help us out, the one who sold us it, and never did. So we were like, yeah, never again will we come to you for a vehicle.
I guess. No kidding. Wow.
Well, thanks for sharing your story this morning. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Thanks for listening.
Call us up with your stories if you got a name for a vehicle, whether it's funny or maybe like Turtle. We love those. 7402-MIX. Give us a call. Open up the Mix mobile app. Use the open mic feature. Tony, are you going to reveal a vehicle
No,
name
not
of yours
now.
now? Yeah, you're going to wait.
I'm going to wait.
You're going to let it hold on to
Make
it
you
for a
wait.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm patiently waiting. Let us know what yours are. You can join the conversation on Facebook. Give us a call. Hit us up on our mobile app. Good morning and happy Thursday. It's the Mix 108 Morning Brew. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. We sparked up a conversation about naming vehicles. Have you named a car, truck, van? Is there a story behind it? We've been getting some good feedback on our Facebook page. Talked to Tina earlier this morning. Michaela sent an open mic message in through the Mix 108 mobile app about her vehicle and its name.
My very first car was a 96 Honda Accord, and the license plate on it started with EEB. And around the time I had that car, Wally was really popular. So because of Eva from Wally and how Wally says Eva, we named my car Eba and would say it just like that.
Nice. I love that. It's not only a name, but you have to say it the right way as well.
A certain way, exactly. Yeah. That makes sense.
740-2MIX is our phone number if you want to share your vehicle name. Maybe the vehicle you're driving in right now has a name. Share that name and why you named it that with us. Kelly on our Facebook page said Silver Bullet, Black Betty, and Jelly Bean is the name of their cars.
Amazing. I have not named my current vehicle, but Silver Bullet would be a good appropriate name. I might borrow that one
My
temporarily.
first vehicle was a Chevy Citation.
Okay.
Just a garbage vehicle. I mean, seriously, when it was at the end of its life and we brought it to like the dealer, they put a sign on it that said, "Do not start, will start on fire." Anyways, I named it Sid the Citation.
Nice.
Yeah, Sid was the name of the car that eventually became a fire hazard.
Well, I'm glad you made it. Didn't have any problems while you were driving it around.
Oh, I had plenty of problems when I drove it around. Don't you be...
I was trying to be optimistic for you. What's your story? You got a name or a story behind your vehicle's name? 740-2MIX. Hit us up on the open mic feature in the Mix 108 mobile app. We'll see what's trending at the top in just a couple minutes here at Mix It Away. Good morning.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
8:02 on a Thursday morning, 34 degrees downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. We're going to see partly sunny conditions, breezy and high of 44 today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 41. Back into the mid-40s for the weekend. Sunny, breezy on Saturday. A little more cloud cover and then some rain chances later in the day on Sunday. And Monday for the eclipse, some rain chances, clouds, temperatures in the mid-40s, but maybe a peak of sun here and there, maybe a peak of eclipsed sun, possibly, hopefully around 2:05 when we're going to see that happen.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All it needs a couple minutes to see.
All right. Yeah. How long does it last?
Well, so the whole thing is over the course of, I think, like an hour and a half, but really the peak is going to be maybe a matter of minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah. It'll get dark for a little while and then it'll be over.
Yeah.
That's the story.
According to MnDOT, this year's construction season includes 193 planned total road and bridge projects and 54 projects that will improve airports, waterports, railroad crossings, and other transport infrastructure. As these projects get underway, MnDOT reminds the public to obey posted speed limits and be careful in construction zones as that's going to start ramping up here.
Minnesota's
really
other
soon.
season.
Yeah. If you want a complete list of the big projects happening this year on Minnesota roadways, you can check out the Mix 108 app or go to mix108.com.
Through the course of the morning yet, talking about people's names for their vehicles. If you have one you'd like to share with us, you can give us a call, 740-2MIX. Hit us up on our mobile app. Join the conversation on Facebook. We're also going to check in with the folks from Do Duluth, talk about what to do this weekend in your weekend bucket list in a couple of minutes. It's Ed Sheeran right now on Mix 108. Good morning and happy Thursday. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. Time to check in on what's happening around the Twin Ports area this weekend with the folks from Do Duluth. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us again.
Absolutely. That's our pleasure. So what are some things to look forward to this weekend?
Well, this is one of the most exciting, weirdest, fun things I've heard. So it's speed friending, like speed dating, but you're going to go
for
meet friends.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
So you just sit down in front of random people for like 30 seconds and strike up a convo?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
right.
I want to know what kind of friends I'm going to meet there because I think that sounds super interesting.
It does.
Well, it could go both ways, though. It could be really interesting, and it could be like, Lord, get me out of here real quick.
But the good news is it's speed.
It's
It's speed dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just got to make it through the timer.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can move on quickly.
But then what if they want to be friends with you and you don't want to be friends with them?
no.
And,
What
my
if they
gosh.
do the Facebook friends?
I'm already getting stressed out thinking about it. This is why I don't have any friends.
My friend plate's full. Just kidding. The queen of the kids. Tell us what's going on with little kids, Jesse.
This Saturday, if you are into the eclipse and you want to educate your children a little bit, at the Superior Library, you can go and do an array of different crafts starting at 1:30. No registration required. And then also they have a free showing of Wonka at the library before that at 10:30. So
Nice.
yeah, it's a great way to get out and do something different. And it's free for everyone. So that's perfect.
Very cool. And I know we talked about a date idea as well.
Absolutely. The Gitchy Gumi Brew Fest is this
boy.
Saturday. Well, that might be a good way to break the ice. Have a few drinks. I don't know.
That friend you
Again,
met, so you can go have a beer.
Absolutely.
You could go both ways on that. If you take somebody to a brew fest for a date.
Yeah, so that's Saturday at 2:00 at Westman Arena, and that's hosted by the Superior Jaycees, which provides scholarships for local organizations, so you can get drunk and do good.
Love that. Encouraging. That's a great way to put it. I love
No,
that.
you can make the friend. You could go to the brew fest.
Oh, look
and
at
then
you
if you
putting it
really
all
like
together.
them, you could go to like the home show. Isn't that coming up this weekend?
It is. Yeah, home shows this weekend too.
See?
It is.
You could have a full circle moment this weekend, you guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Friends, dates, homes, boom.
Boom. The life is happening right in that.
And
that
then a
whole
couple years later, you're going to a kids event.
Yeah.
Taking them to...
Yeah, you're taking the
Kids
kids
event
to
in
Willy
December.
Wonka.
It all comes together right here.
Full
Thanks to
circle.
Duluth.
That's beautiful. So it's real quick before we get to the home show, we'll talk about that in a second. If people are looking for things to do, great resource is the Do Duluth website.
Absolutely. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram and doduluth.com, where we suggest you to promote your own events free of charge, and we're here to support everyone in the community.
Very cool. Appreciate you guys coming in as always. And as you mentioned, the Arrowhead Home and Builder Show is this weekend. Actually starts today and runs through Sunday. And it's going to include a lot of stuff for the entire family. The Timberworks Lumberjack Show, if you want to watch the folks do their lumberjack competitions. There's going to be... Yes?
Gosh, how did we not know? We should have got you over there running on a log.
I didn't wear I was wearing a flannel yesterday.
Gosh, I'd love to try that.
I'm trying to think
Log
of what
running.
I would be good at with those, because the log, on the water, I feel like I don't have quite that good a balance. Climbing the log.
Oh, no way.
No, I'd fall.
Worried about getting a sliver.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, especially when they come down afterward.
Oh, ow.
Oh,
Get speared. No.
Yeah.
To the pros, you want to watch them do their thing and be able to do that
Ouch.
this weekend. There's also going to be someone who was once a White House florist who's going to be there offering some tips on that. The Parakeet Landing folks will be there, so the whole family can check out the birds. And, of course, lots of DIY and home stuff. If you'd like to go to this weekend's Arrowhead Home and Builder Show, we got some tickets if you want to call in right now, 740-MIX.
right.
Go and enjoy the home show. Again, 742-MIX, the number to call. And go enjoy the home show this weekend, courtesy of us here at Mix 108. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Happy Thursday. And we have Ben in from Mainstream Fashions for Men. Hello, Ben.
Good morning, friends.
So earlier this morning, we fired up a conversation. So there was a survey that was done that found that a slight majority of Americans would love to keep their car for longer than they usually can because, mechanical problems. It's expensive to deal with. But it's kind of a member of the family. And so that's one of the reasons people name their vehicle.
Sure.
Most people seem to have a name or a nickname or something for their vehicle. We've got a lot of great ones we've talked about through the morning. Do you have a name for a vehicle, either current or in your past lives?
Yeah, in my past life as a mobile DJ, I did like 20 years of mobile DJing in my past life.
Okay.
And I had a 1990 Ford E150 conversion van. Because back in those days, everything was big and heavy.
Right.
It wasn't like these kids got today with the light equipment. But that was old Betsy is what I called her.
Betsy.
Old Betsy.
I wrote a note here.
Yeah.
I wrote a note. It
DJ
says
van.
DJ Vans
Yeah.
because as we were talking, I was like, oh, God, I need to talk about this because
Yeah.
I work for a DJ company and there was a handful of DJs. I would say maybe 7 or 8 that went out on the weekend, but we all, like the owners had vans.
Definitely.
Sure.
For all the DJ equipment, and all the vans, went through a naming process.
You bet they did.
And so
Okay.
I remember, like, off the top of my head, there was this huge brown and like 3-tone brown van, right? Like 3 different tones of brown.
That sounds lovely.
And it was probably, I don't know, 20. This thing, we called it Titanic.
Definitely. Yep.
Because it was I mean, you could put like 3 systems in it. It was
Yeah.
like huge,
Wow.
right? I mean, it was massive. And then one of the vans, it was a white van, like an Ecoline van or
Definitely.
something.
Yep.
And when we got it, it had a picture of Jackie Chan on the visor.
Okay.
So it became the Chan van.
Chan van.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So when we got assigned like gigs for the weekend, we'd always be assigned the van name. So you got Titanic, you take Chan van, you take
That's amazing.
Whatever. There was a whole I mean, we could do a whole segment on
Just
these
on
That's a
that.
good bit.
Yeah.
on the van
Yeah, it
names
is.
for the DJs.
And I had old Betsy.
Old
She was
Betsy.
great. Old Betsy. Yep, she was
I remember
wonderful.
taking Titanic. It was in the cities, and I took Titanic for a ride once, and she lost a wheel.
Oh, no.
So we were turning like a bend,
Yeah.
like on the freeway, and this wheel launched from the van. I mean, thank God
My
it didn't hit
goodness.
anybody. This thing probably went a half a mile. It was just an open like freeway area.
So you're
Thing
going to
was
freeway
bouncing.
speeds.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were slowing down because we were taking like a turn, but
Sure.
Yeah, this wheel shot off, shot down like the embankment, hit like the side of the road, bounced up in the air, flew. I mean, it rolled forever, and I'm like, as you're sitting there going, "Oh my god, don't hit anything!" And finally, it came to a rest. Like
The aptly named Titanic.
I was just about to make a Titanic joke. It makes perfect sense.
It does.
and we made it to the gig on time still. So
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Chan Van came to the rescue.
Yeah.
you know,
Very
something
nice.
like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
After Old Betsy, I just started naming like navigation system names back in the days when navigation was a real big thing.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I would give them names.
Okay.
And that was it.
Yeah.
I'd stop naming the car, but I named the navigation system.
Well, you're interacting with that more directly, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Man, we sound old. Not even 40.
That's funny,
Just
the
making
DJ.
myself sound old.
No,
That's the
come
DJ
on
van.
now.
The DJ vans
Yeah.
is the thing.
God bless the DJ van.
That's amazing. What's going on at the shop this week?
You know what? It's kind of nice that that white stuff out there is starting to go away a little bit because it's like clockwork. Whenever we get a brand new shipment of like spring merchandises, it's going to be just 18 inches of snow.
So
That's
this
just
is
what's
your
gonna
fault.
happen. 100%. Oh yeah, totally. If you want to blame somebody, blame Mainstream because as soon as we get the shipments of all like the lightweight short sleeve shirts and golf shorts and all that stuff, we're going to get 18 inches of snow, and that's exactly what happened last
Can you
week.
give us a heads up next year when your
You
spring
know what? I'm
shipment
going
comes
to.
in?
Next year, I'll come in and say, hey, everybody, go get food and toilet paper because I just got in short sleeve shirts. I kid you not. I looked at my Facebook memories this morning, and 1 year ago today, I was outside with a red Solo cup during a blizzard. 1 year ago today, joking about, does anyone want to come buy some short sleeve shirts?
That's amazing.
It was hilarious. It was like the most liked video we've ever had at Mainstream, and I'm thinking about reposting it today, but then I don't want to just like challenge the weather gods,
No, don't do that.
No.
Although you can make some pretty good. I don't know that you can bet on weather, but boy, that'd be a good way to have some insider info.
You know what? Now that you've said that, we're going to speak that into existence.
Yes.
We'll have the
Weather
Mix 108.
Yeah. Well, I already owe him lunch for a
You
weather
do.
bet, so.
We had a snow bet and I won. So
God bless you. Or maybe not. I don't know. Were you voting for the snow?
well, so yes. So the bet was. Tony was arguing we would have the new lowest snow total for a season ever. And I said, no, we'll get a late season storm that'll wreck that.
Yep.
And then we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you had to go ahead and order
Because
short sleeve shirts.
it's my fault.
I blame
Thank you,
you.
Ben.
Just put it on record.
You
It's
need to
my
buy the
fault.
lunch.
I shall. You know what? Sign me up. I can make that happen.
Oh man. So yeah, if you're looking forward to setting up your wardrobe for warmer weather, which is we're gonna see 50s again next
Yeah,
week.
absolutely we are.
So I mean, get ready for the golf season, for summer outings. Mainstream, the place to go to do it.
Come and see us at 206 West Superior Street, right across from the Holiday Center here, or check us out on the old Facebook, Instagram, and RIP Old Betsy. Miss that old
Betsy.
man.
Oh man.
Yachting season is right around the corner, boys. Time to Mainstream. Let's go.
Coming up, we'll continue the conversation about car names. Got some more great feedback from listeners. This is the Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. Been talking through the course of the morning about vehicle names.
I'm surprised how many people actually name their vehicles.
I've never personally had a vehicle name of my own. I've had,
I
had
think-
girlfriends that have named their vehicles or friends that have named their vehicles, but
I think I'm going to take it upon myself to name your vehicle for you.
oh boy. Can't
I have to think about it.
Yeah, can't wait to hear this.
Yeah.
This ought to be good.
I'll just put a decal on the back of it when I come up with a name,
That'll
and
be-
then that's how you'll know.
That'll be great. So we've got a lot of feedback on our Facebook page. Got a lot of phone calls this morning. Messages through the Mix 108 open mic feature. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah,
I'm going to be on the lookout every day, like scouring my vehicle. Where did Tony put the name of this thing?
Yeah, right. So Casey's on the phone right now, and she's got a story about naming her car.
Sure. So my car is a Suburban, and I usually call her Burba.
I love that. Burba.
That's amazing.
And sometimes she's a little sassy, so it fits quite well.
Sassy.
That might be the best one we got all morning. Burba. I love Burba.
The sassy vehicle. Which vehicles can have a personality. You know. Sometimes it's best if they don't, but
Well, do you feel like the modern day vehicle probably has less personality than maybe a vehicle that's maybe 20 years old or something?
yeah, absolutely I do.
You think like everything's just kind of the same these days?
Yeah. The first vehicle I drove, like the one that I used every day.
Yeah.
My dad had a 70s Chevy pickup truck.
Yeah, see?
Straight pipes, 4-speed,
See?
brass clutch.
Yeah.
Oh man. Sitting in the school parking lot, revving that thing. Run, run, run.
You're one of those boys.
Little peel out. It wasn't like that wasn't wasn't necessarily in my personality, but it was my
when
dad's.
you got in the truck,
Yeah, it just kind of came out of me.
transformed. You
Exactly.
became like Michael Knight as soon as you got in the vehicle. You're like, I'm a different person now.
So my uncle had a similar truck, but it was orange, a couple of years newer, and it was the old 3 on the tree.
On the tree.
And we called
Haven't heard that term in a long time.
Called that the Flying Tangerine. That one did have a name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so that's the closest I've been to like having a, because we drove it, like we'd go visit my aunt and uncle and we'd help them like haul wood around and stuff around their property. And so I drove the Flying Tangerine quite a bit.
I feel of the vehicles that really just kind of fit for a name is a cargo van or a van of any, like not necessarily a minivan, but like a cargo van or just some kind of old school van or an old like 92, 93 pickup truck.
Sure.
Like I feel like they all need names too.
Did you
for
have
some
an
reason.
S10?
I did. It was
Did it
like
have
a
a name?
90. I'm trying to think if I ever had a name for it. I don't know. I'll have to ask my buddy Dave because he would remember. He knows. He's like the walking encyclopedia of my life for some reason. He knows more about my life than I do sometimes.
Cool.
Cool. That sounds kind of weird.
A little bit, but you know.
Tell me about it. You should hang out with the guy sometime.
Hey, Tony, remember this time?
Yeah, I know he
No,
does.
I do
And
not
I'm
remember
like,
that.
I'm like, what? How do you even remember that? Anyways, we all have a friend like that, I hope.
Yeah, sure. Sure we do.
So, yeah, I don't know that I remember that if I had a name for the pickup truck.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know.
Well, so we got somebody on the phone here real quick. We'll see what they're up to.
See what they're
Hey, good morning, Mix It Wait. Who's this?
What are you up to? What are you up to?
Hi.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down for us.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
All right. So what's up?
there we
You
go.
got a car name?
This is Ann.
Hi, Ann.
And growing up, this was like 35 years ago, my brother had 2 different vehicles. One was a big, boxy, white, old, rusty truck,
Okay.
and he called it the White Buffalo.
Okay. Little Ted Nugent
And
reference
then-
there.
Yep. And then he had an orange Bronco, and he called that the Great Pumpkin.
Oh, I love it. Great
That's
pumpkin.
amazing.
That's great name.
But yeah, those bigger vehicles that
Yeah.
are like
They kinda-
boxy and
Yeah.
are just awesome.
Yeah, and they kind of lend
You
themselves.
gotta drive one. If you haven't driven one, you're missing out.
You're missing out.
I agree, Ann. Thank you for that.
Add it to your bucket list. Thanks, Ann, for the call. Have a great day.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I feel
Take
that.
care.
Yep. See ya. I feel like they definitely lean towards a name more
Yeah,
than
more
like
personality
a
there
modern
for
day
sure.
vehicle.
Absolutely, they
Like,
do.
you know, like the current trucks, like we talked about, they all kind of look the same.
They do.
Like
They-
that Silverado there looks like this Ram right here. You
You're
know,
not
like
wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
you could just all name them.
Uninspired is what they call that.
Uninspired.
I did, by the way, get one last minute text.
You just are all Johns, is what they
John-
are. Just Johns.
Yeah, all of them. I did get a text message I need to acknowledge. A friend of mine texted me, said her vehicle's name is Jolene.
Jolene.
Yes.
Jolene.
Said
Jolene,
she will definitely steal your man.
Wow.
Look out for
The
Jolene
car
on the
will?
road, apparently. Yeah, look
Car
out.
will steal your man?
Apparently so.
That's talking about weird. That's
Got to inquire a little bit more about that one. All right, we're going to continue your morning, kicking off your workday 108 minutes commercial-free, fueled by Quick Trip. Also another code in our 30 grand in your hand giveaway coming up next here on Mix It Away. Good morning.